Class 12 Drama, The Proposal, Grammar Questions, Joining the Sentences, page 323, number 37. Never in my life have I grabbed anybody else's land. I shan't allow anybody to accuse me of having done so. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. As never in my life have I grabbed anybody else's land, I shan't allow anybody to accuse me of having done so. 38. Please tell this gentleman who owns Green Meadows, we or he. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. Please tell this gentleman who owns Green Meadows, we or he. 39. The peasants used this land for 40 years. They got accustomed to it. Join into a compound sentence. Answer. The peasants used this land for 40 years and they got accustomed to it. 40. The peasants didn't pay your grandmother. The meadows were in dispute. You forget just this. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. You forgot just that the peasants didn't pay your grandmother because the meadows were in dispute. 41. They are ours. Now everybody knows this. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. Now everybody knows that they are ours. 42. You haven't seen the plan. It means this. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. It means that you haven't seen the plan. 43. They are mine. I'll prove this to you. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. I'll prove to you that they are mine. 44. You may yell. You won't prove anything just by this. Join into a simple sentence. Answer. You won't prove anything just by yelling. 45. I don't want anything of yours. I don't intend to give up anything of mine. Join into a compound sentence. Answer. I neither want anything of yours nor intend to give up anything of mine. 46. You may propose to go on arguing about it. I would much sooner give up the meadows to the peasants than to you. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. If you propose to go on arguing about it, I would much sooner give up the meadows to the peasants than to you. 47. I may have a right or not. I know this. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. I know whether I have right or not. 48. It's not my fault, I tell you. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. I tell you that it's not my fault. 49. Forgive us, Ivan Vassilevich. We were all a little heated. Join into a complex sentence. Forgive us, Ivan Vassilevich, for we were all a little heated. 50. Oxen Meadows really are yours. I remember now. Join into a complex sentence. Now I remember that Oxen Meadows really are yours. 51. My dog is Guess. You know him. He has gone lame. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. My dog, Guess, whom you know, has gone lame. 52. I think it was very cheap. He is a first-rate dog. Join into a complex sentence. I think it was very cheap because he is a first-rate dog. 53. Papa gave 85 rubles for his squeezer. Squeezer is heaps better than guess. Join into a compound sentence. Papa gave 85 rubles for his squeezer, and squeezer is heaps better than guess. 54. Of course, squeezer is young. He may develop a bit. Join into a compound sentence. Answer. Of course, squeezer is young and he may develop a bit. 55. He is overshot. You forget that. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. You forget that he is overshot. 56. His lower jaw is shorter than the upper, I assure you. Join into a complex sentence. I assure you that his lower jaw is shorter than the upper. 57. In the first place, our squeezer is a thoroughbred animal. He is the son of harness and chisels. Join into a simple sentence. Answer. In the first place, our squeezer, the son of harness and chisel, is a thoroughbred animal. 58. He is old. I wouldn't take 5 squeezers for him. Join into a compound sentence. Answer. He is old, but I won't take 5 squeezers for him. 59. Some people say something, but they mean something else. I don't like those people. Join into a complex sentence. I don't like those who don't say what they mean. 60. Squeezer is 100 times better than your silly guess. You know this perfectly well. Join into a complex sentence. You know this perfectly well that squeezer is 100 times better than your silly guess. 61. You probably consider me blind. You probably consider me a fool. Join into a compound sentence. You may consider me either blind or a fool. 62. Squeezer is overshot. You must realize that. Join into a complex sentence. You must realize that squeezer is overshot. 63. I cannot continue this discussion. My heart is palpitating. Join into a complex sentence. I cannot continue this discussion because my heart is palpitating. 64. Some hunters know least. They argue most. I have noticed this. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. I have noticed that hunters who argue most know least. 65. There is no need to hang your silly guess. He is half dead already. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. There is no need to hang your silly guess because he is half dead already. 66. Which is the better dog, our squeezer or his guess? Tell us truly. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. Tell us truly which is the better dog, our squeezer or his guess? 67. If you want to know the truth, the dog has 2 defects. He is old, he is short in the muzzle. Join into a complex sentence. If you want to know the truth, the dog has 2 defects, namely he is old and he is short in the muzzle. 68. On the Marusinski hunt, my guess ran neck to neck with the Count's dog. You will remember this. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. You will remember that on the Marusinski hunt, my guess ran neck to neck with the Count's dog. 69. On the Marusinski hunt, my guess My guest ran neck to neck with the Count's dog. Your squeezer was left behind. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. On the Marusinski hunt, while my guest ran neck to neck with the Count's dog, your squeezer was left behind. 70. I am very liable to lose my temper. Let's stop arguing. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. Let's stop arguing because I am very liable to lose my temper. 71. Everybody is always jealous of everybody else's dogs. So you started. Join into a complex sentence. You started because everybody is always jealous of everybody else's dogs. 72. Let's change the subject. I may lose my temper. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. Let's change the subject because I may lose my temper. 73. Hurry up. Get married. Join into a compound sentence. Answer. Hurry up and get married. 74. Guess is worse than squeezer. You will admit now. Join into a complex sentence. Answer. You will admit now that guess is worse than squeezer. Question E. Splitting of sentences. Number 1. I have come to you, honored Stefan Stefanovich, to trouble you with a request. Answer. I have come to you, honored Stefan Stefanovich. I want to trouble you with a request. Number 2. You alone can help me, though I don't deserve it. Answer. You alone can help me. However, I don't deserve it. Number 3. The fact is, I have come to ask the hand of your daughter, Natalia Stepanovna, in marriage. Answer. Natalia Stepanovna is your daughter. I have come to ask the hand of your daughter in marriage. This is the fact. 4. I have been hoping for it a long time and it has been my continual desire. Answer. I have been hoping for it for a long time. It has been my continual desire. Number 5. It's cold and I am trembling all over. Answer. It's cold. I am trembling all over. 6. The great thing is I must have my mind made up. Answer. I must have my mind made up. This is the great thing. 7. Natalia Stepanovna is an excellent housekeeper, not bad looking, well educated. Answer. Natalia Stepanovna is an excellent housekeeper. She is not bad looking. She is well educated. 8. I suffer from palpitations. I am excitable and always getting awfully upset. Answer. I suffer from palpitations. I am excitable. I am always getting awfully upset. Page 324. Number 9. At this very moment my lips are trembling and there is a twitch in my right eyebrow. Answer. At this very moment my lips are trembling. There is also twitch in my right eyebrow. 10. As soon as I begin to get off to sleep, there is another pull. Answer. I begin to get off to sleep. Just then there is another pull. 11. The weather is splendid now, but yesterday it was so wet that the workmen didn't do anything all day. 11. Answer. The weather is splendid now, Yesterday it was very wet, so the workmen didn't do anything all day. Number 12. I felt greedy and had a whole field cut, and now I am not at all pleased about it because I am afraid my hay may rot. Answer. I felt greedy. I had a whole field cut. Now I am not at all pleased about it. I am afraid my hay may rot. 13. The fact is, I have made up my mind to ask you to hear me out. Answer. I have made up my mind to ask you to hear me out. This is the fact. Number 14. Of course you will be surprised and perhaps even angry, but it's awfully cold. Answer. Of course you will be surprised. You may perhaps even become angry. However, it is awfully cold. 15. I have long since my childhood, in fact, had the privilege of knowing your family. Answer. I have had the privilege of knowing your family for long. It is, in fact, since my childhood. Number 16. My late aunt and her husband, from whom, as you know, I inherited my land, always had the greatest respect for your father and your late mother. Answer. I inherited my land from my late aunt and her husband. You know this. They always had the greatest respect for your father and your late mother. 17. The Lomos and the Chubukos have always had the most friendly, and I might almost say the most affectionate regard for each other. Answer. The Lomos and the Chubukos have always had the most friendly regard for each other. In addition, I might almost say they have the most affectionate regard for each other. 18. And as you know, my land is a near neighbor of yours. Answer. My land is a near neighbor of yours. You know this. 19. You will remember that my oxen meadows touch your birchwoods. Answer. My oxen meadows touch your birchwoods. You will remember this. Number 20. I am speaking of those oxen meadows which are wedged in between your birchwoods and the burnt marsh. Answer. The oxen meadows are wedged in between your birchwoods and the burnt marsh. I am speaking of those oxen meadows. 21. The peasants belonging to your father's grandfather had the free use of the meadows for 40 years and had got into the habit of regarding them as their own. Answer. The peasants belonging to your father's grandfather had the free use of the meadows for 40 years. They had got into the habit of regarding them as their own. 22. Oxen meadows, it's true, were once the subject of dispute, but now everybody knows that they are mine. Answer. Oxen meadows were once the subject of dispute. It is true. They are mine. Now everybody knows this. 23. You see, my aunt's grandmother gave the free use of these meadows in perpetuity to the peasants of your father's grandfather, in return for which they were to make bricks for her. Answer. You see, my aunt's grandmother gave the free use of these meadows in perpetuity to the peasants of your father's grandfather. In return, they were to make bricks for her. 24. You are mistaken, or honored Natalia Stepanovna, they are mine. Answer. You are mistaken, honored Natalia Stepanovna, they are mine. 25. Both my grandfather and great-grandfather reckoned that their land extended to burnt marsh, which means that auction meadows were ours. Answer. Their land extended to burnt marsh. Both my grandfather and great-grandfather reckoned that. It means that auction meadows were ours. 26. I don't see what there is to argue about. Answer. What is there to argue about? I don't see any such thing. 27. You are simply joking or making fun of me. Answer. You are simply joking. You are making fun of me. 28. The presence of your father's grandfather, as I have already had the honor of explaining to you, used to bake bricks for my aunt's grandmother. Answer. The presence of your father's grandfather used to bake bricks for my aunt's grandmother. I have already had the honor of explaining it to you. 29. The meadows are ours and that's all. Answer. The meadows are ours. That is all. 30. You can go on proving it for 2 days on end. You can put 15 dress jackets, but I tell you they are ours. Ours. Answer. You can go on proving it for 2 days on end. You can put 15 dress jackets. They are ours, ours. I tell you this. 31. I don't want anything of yours and I don't want to give up anything of mine. Answer. I don't want anything of yours. I don't want to give up anything of mine. 32. I don't want the meadows, but I am acting on principle. Answer. I don't want the meadows. I am acting on principle. 33. I can make a present of them myself because they are mine. Answer. I can make you a present of them myself. They are mine. Number 34. Up to this, we have always thought of you as a good neighbor, a friend. Answer. Up to this, we have always thought of you as a good neighbor. Up to this, we have always thought of you as a friend. 35. Last year, we lent you our threshing machine, although on that account, we had to put off our own threshing till November. Answer. Last year, we lent you our threshing machine. On that account, we had to put off our threshing till November. 36. Never in my life have I grabbed anybody else's land, and I shan't allow anybody to accuse me of having done so. Answer. Never in my life have I grabbed anybody else's land. I shan't allow anybody to accuse me of having done so. Number 37. You can shout yourself hoarse in your own house, but here I must ask you to restrain yourself. Answer. You can shout yourself hoarse in your own house. Here I must ask you to restrain yourself. 38. The peasants used this land for 40 years and got accustomed to it. Answer. The peasants used this land for 40 years. They got as accustomed to it. 39. You forget just this, that the peasants did pay your grandmother because the meadows were in dispute. Answer. The meadows were in dispute. The peasants didn't pay your grandmother. You forget just this. 40. And now everybody knows that they are ours. Answer. They are ours. Now everybody knows this. 41. I'll prove to you that they are mine. Answer. They are mine. I will prove this to you. 42. I don't want anything of yours and don't intend to give up what I have. Answer. I don't want anything of yours. I have something. I don't intend to give that up. 43. You may take it that I know whether I have the right or not. Answer. I may have the right. I may not have the right. I know it well. You may take it so. 44. I am twice your age and ask you to speak to me without agitating yourself. Answer. I am twice your age. I ask you to speak to me without agitating yourself. 45. You just think I am a fool and want to have me on. Answer. I am a fool. You just think so. You want to have me on. 46. You call my land yours and then you want me to talk to you calmly and politely. Answer. You call my land yours. Then you want me to talk to you calmly and politely. 47. You are not a neighbor, you are a grabber. Answer. You are not a neighbor. You are a grabber. Oxen meadows are ours and I shan't give them up. Answer. Oxen meadows are ours. I shan't give them up. 49. I'll have the matter taken to court and then I'll show you. Answer. I'll have the matter taken to court, then I'll show you. 50. The Lomos have all been honorable people and not one has ever been tried for embezzlement. Answer. The Lomos have all been honorable people. Not one has ever been tried for embezzlement. 51. Your grandfather was a drunkard and your younger aunt Nastasia Mihailovna ran away with an architect. Answer. Your grandfather was a drunkard. Natalia Mihailovna is your younger aunt. She ran away with an architect. 52. First he takes our land and then he has the impudence to abuse us. Answer. First he takes our land. Then he has the impudence to abuse us. 53. We cursed him, abused him, drove him out. Answer. We cursed him, we abused him, we drove him out. 54. I tell you it's not my fault. Answer. It's not my fault. I tell you this. 55. Forgive us, Ivan Vasilievich. We were all a little heated. Answer. Forgive us, Ivan Vasilievich. We were all a little heated. Continued in the next file.